Alrighty, y'all, let's talk about it. This is my Fish of Fury list. I posted a entry-level Fish of Fury list a little while ago, but this is mine. And I want to talk about it because I'm about to start taking it to tournaments, and now it's safe to reveal my master plan. So let's first just go over the list and we'll explain why it looks so different. So it's using 3 Skyrays, 2 Hammerheads with the ion cannon, 2 Piranhas with the fusion, 3 Pathfinders with ion, stealth suits with a fusion, and then 4 squads of strike teams. Not breachers, strike teams. And HQs are the 3 Fireblades, and the Warlord has the war gear that lets me give 2 units scout. So let's talk about some things. I want to talk about why I'm using Pathfinder spam. I want to talk about why I'm using strike teams instead of breachers. I guess those are the big things. And I guess why I'm not using any suits or anything. Yeah. So this list uses Montka, which means in the first 3 turns, our weapons are assault, and we auto wound on 6s to hit. That's pretty crazy stuff. Now, so what we want to do with that is we want to roll as many dice as possible to get as many 6s as possible to what is called extend the purpose of the benefit of our army. If we benefit off rolling 6s, we want to give our army as many opportunities to roll 6s as possible. So that's why you'll find out we roll so many damn dice. And so that's why we'll talk about the Pathfinders out of the gate, because this is probably the most unusual thing you might see in the list. Why are we using Pathfinders with Ion? Well, one, they're all now infiltrators within 9. So we can screen people the hell out and deny. That's kind of the thing. Now, there's 3 ion cannons in there. That's 9 shots, 9 basically plasma, 9 plasma shots in each of those units. And that's a lot of dice on the table, a lot of opportunities for 6s. And people always forget, Pathfinders have guns too. They still shoot twice with strength 5. So it's a lot of dice on the table for those units too. So you get the benefit of Infiltrator, you get the benefit of these guys have ridiculous strength 7 AP, well, you can even overcharge it, ridiculous mid-range firepower. And they still get access to the Tau stratagems. They spot. It's crazy. Stealth suits are just there because they're 80 points, and it just adds to the clutter of shit they got to move through and deploy against. And they got a fusion blaster. It's cool sometimes. Now, let's talk about the other elephant in the room. We're using strike teams instead of breachers. Why? Why are we using strike teams instead of breachers? Well, I think they're just better. Maybe it's because I'm older, but in the same vein of extending the purpose, you want to get as many 6s as possible. You want your dudes to be alive for as long as possible. Even if they're not doing anything per se, they are still a target that can take shots away. They can still frustrate ideas. So you want your dudes to be alive, and you want them to be doing their job every turn. So breachers are cool because they show up, they say, fuck you, and they kill what's in front of them. But after that, you have to spend a lot of the game and a lot of resources making them effective again. Their range is too short. They're a one-and-done, Johnny-come-lately kind of guy. Strike teams, they have 30-inch range. 30-inch range on a strength 5 gun. That rapid fires 15 inches, but so within a foot, you get 2 strike 5 shots. You're a goddamn heavy bolter. And when you stick a cadre in there, that is now 30 strength 5 shots. With a stratagem, 2 of them get AP 1. And so let's just talk about the things we've mentioned so far. So let's just say you got 2 of these squads, right? Because the stratagem affects 2. That is 60 strength 5 hitting on 3s. 60 strength 5 hit on 3s, auto wound on 6s, AP 1 shots. And That's troops. That is troops. That's not some kind of like elite. That is not anything else. That is a troop choice. And so that's their aggro mode, right? Like that's when you click on your sport mode. But say they've already done their job, right? Say they just did the thing and they just put 60 rounds into some poor unfortunate set of squads in front of them, and now they have the objective. They can choose to keep moving with the fucking lawnmower and just keep, because your Montcalm, your weapons are assault, you can move, advance, and still rapid fire. What the fuck? You can just keep sweeping those bullets down range. Or they could just post up and still have 20 shots at range 30, strike 5, just dinging people, bing, 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 from everywhere. And that's just 2 troops. I mean, if you're seeing this in your head, you're imagining the problem this could cause, and that's just 2 troops. That's just these, oh shit. That's just these guys, right? There's still a whole fucking army. And you're worried about 2 troop squads drilling 60 strength 5, mowing down your line. And so with that in mind, you can kind of get an idea of how the rest of this army plays. You are hyper aggressive. You Montcalm the shit out of people. That stratagem that lets you scout 2 units, you assign it to, let's say, that 2-man kill squad. These guys right here. Okay, you're to give them both scout. That's going to give them an effective rapid fire range of 36 inches. Game start, I scout 6. I move 12. I unload 3. I rapid fire the fuck out of you. Whatever they decide is going to die is going to die. Period. That objective is now mine, and I'm dug in with armor, a screening, and I still have an army. These 2 Devilfish are probably not far behind, probably about 6 inches behind. They got dudes too. It's crazy. So the math on these things, if you're up against an Ultramarine, if just one of these squads, if you unload and rapid fire into a squad of Marines, you will kill 7.5 Marines just dead. You can count on that. So if you have 2 of them, that is 15 Marines dead, or 15 toughness 4, armor 3+ wounds, which is the standard back in 3rd ed. And you could just math the army out like that. And the same with the rest of these units. So you, on turn 1, decide what is kill, and you decide how many wounds you need, and you point that many things at it, and you fucking kill it. Now, what does it look like when you play the game? I'll keep this short. Your primary objective, after screening them out and making sure they can't deep strike you and do anything crazy, you use all of your heavy armor, all of your tanks and shit, to destroy their transports. You don't want them moving, because once they can't move, once they can't deep strike you, once they can't just run through your lines without fighting through some kind of screening unit or a Piranha or some annoying shit. Oh shit, what was I saying? Oh yeah, once they can't move, the game is pretty much over, because they have to advance. Every turn they're getting shot from anywhere on the board by these guys. They're just going to literally just wither away and die. So once you use all of your heavy arms to take out their transports, then you can point at their tanks. Yes, I know that means you're going to get shot by big tanks for a while. Get over it. It's Warhammer. Promises are made. Hearts are broken. Heroes fucking die. We only need to take out their mobility, because if their big tanks are shooting at your little troops, who the fuck cares? Way to waste your bullets, idiot. So yeah, you'll lose a couple tanks, but you'll still have 3 or 4 left over after their transports are down, and then you just pick some big shit and you shoot it down. But once their transports are dead, you don't really care about losing. I mean, it hurts, you know, these people have families, but their job is done. And you can treat them as such. So you can fill in the gaps kind of in your head, but this army does not care about what the meta loves to care about, which is really big, hard to wound things, because I'm going to wound them automatically. You can wound a Mortarian with a Fire Warrior on a 6, period. And I don't care about your big guns, because I don't care if my tanks die. They're just there to kill your transports. Once you don't have transports, there's no way you're going to outscore me. It's not going to happen. So It is very counter meta, and I think it's going to be king rank. Check it out.